Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm about to embark with 60, yep, 60 other members of Live Life Light onto a mindset challenge, which for the whole of April we need to lose 1 stone in weight. So the challenge that 60 people have taken is 1 stone in weight loss, which is going to be a very, very, very tough challenge. But also, on the flip side, as much as it's going to be tough, if we hit the end of April and we lose 1 stone, then we're probably going to be in a body that we're going to be more proud of this summer. Because like I said, whenever you hit the beach and you take your top off, you have either done the work or you haven't. It's as simple as that. So I thought I'd hit you with the 9 things that I would do to lose weight. And irrelevant if you're not even on the course or you're not doing the 1 stone challenge, then this is going to help you anyway, because everyone loves being a little bit leaner, a little bit lighter, because we always become a little bit more confident. So how are people successful? Well, I've had people who've had no exercise experience, no exercise background, limited confidence, limited ability, and have walked through my doors and absolutely smashed the back end out of our gym and produced absolutely amazing results. So for people to think that you have to have a great start off point, you don't. That's just a story that you're telling yourself to justify your own lack of action. Okay? All this, I need to get fit before I join the gym, is bullshit. Because I promise you, I'm looking at you, I promise you that there is someone that has been worse off than you. And this isn't cheesy, it's just there's been someone that's worse off than you that has walked through my gym doors and have transformed their body, and have transformed their mindset and produced and changed their life to create the person that they actually want to be. Because I want you to consider the fact that people don't join the gym because of the fear of feeling shitty. But being in a body that you don't like every day, aren't you already feeling shitty? Isn't the limited lifestyle that you live in and constantly worrying about your body and what people are thinking, isn't that shitty enough? So whether you join the gym and people might judge you, might look at you, whatever, that's stopping you because you might feel shitty, but you're already feeling shitty anyway. So nothing's going to change, except for if you join the gym, you're actually going to get closer to where you want to be. Because maybe little by little, depending on your intensity, you're going to get closer and closer to your goals. Anyway, so my point about this is the fact that you are no different to anybody else. Okay? The only difference between people is their starting off points. But everyone can be successful. And the difference between successful people and non-successful people is the 3 unsexy words, which is discipline, commitment, and prioritize. So they're the 3 things that people do to become successful. It has nothing to do with a start off point. All they did was they decided that they were going to be disciplined to attend the gym no matter what and do the work no matter what. They're going to be committed. So it is now a priority that it's no longer enough to talk about it. There's no longer enough to hum and harm and think about it. It's now a priority. So they prioritize themselves, they become committed, and they were disciplined to stay, come in and sticking to what they want, irrelevant of their thoughts, feelings, moods and results. So if you can act in spite of them, thoughts, feelings, moods and results, because like I said, every day people don't get up and they feel amazing every day. Sometimes we feel tired, sometimes we feel stressed, sometimes we can't be arsed. But if you can act in spite of them and still turn up to the gym and still do a little bit, still follow the good nutrition, and still be productive and working hard to stay closer towards your goals, then you will get there someday. But if you give in to your thoughts, feelings and moods, then you're never going to get there, and you're going to be one of those people that starts a course or starts doing it for a couple of weeks, drops off, feels shit about themselves, starts again, does a good 2 weeks, drops off. You know, that vicious roundabout, and probably all know people, and you might be one of those people, and all you do is feel good for a moment, feel shit for longer. Feel good for a little moment, feel shit for longer. So here's my 9 things that you need to do that I would do in the order that I would do it to produce a weight loss. So firstly, accountability. Okay, so you need some type of accountability. So the people on my weight loss challenge, they come in to me to get weighed. Okay, because if you were just doing it by yourself, you might not do it. You will always work harder when you know someone else is watching. That is a fact. And for people that don't want accountability, you've got to ask yourself, why don't you want accountability? Why don't you want to get weighed in? Why don't you want to work with a trainer? Why don't you want to? Because usually it exposes people. Usually the single reason why people don't want to be weighed, measured, have their pictures taken, and all the type of things that help people produce results is because you're not doing the work, and people don't want to be found out, so they'd rather not get weighed, not get measured, and just pretend that they're doing the work, and they don't know why their body isn't changing, because they're doing everything they can, which is bullshit. It's a lie. I'm not trying to be horrible, I'm just telling you the truth. If you're doing the work and you're doing everything we ask, you will produce a result. You will produce the result you want. So accountability. So if I want to lose weight, firstly I would get a trainer. I would have someone monitor me week in, week out. So not monitoring me once every month or once every couple of months, because that's too long. I need someone on me every week, so I know that what I'm doing is working. So if I'm going to the gym and busting my ass off and following a nutrition plan, I want to see the numbers. So all these people that say don't stand on the scales are horrible, they are the devil, it's bullshit, it's a lie. The scales are just one area of feedback. So we use scales, pictures, measurements and fitness testing. So I don't put 100% of all my thoughts into the scales, but I don't ignore them because it gives me a relative reading. So I want feedback every week, because I know when I see results, I'm going to work harder and I'm going to want it more. But when you don't get tracked and you don't have any accountability, you can sort of wander along, you don't really know what's happening, you can sort of lose motivation and you can drop off. You're 7 times more likely to produce a weight loss result in a group and being accountable than you are on your own, and that's a fact. So accountability, what's yours? Where do you go? How do you know what you are doing, if what you are doing is working? That's the number one point. Accountability. Okay? Because like I said, we can justify and accept our own bullshit. Also, with accountability, don't have a friend or a family member. You need someone that is going to be completely honest with you, completely fair, give you a kick up the arse when needed, and also give you congratulations when needed. Okay? So have someone that doesn't really care about your thoughts and feelings, so i.e. a trainer, i.e. me. So accountability is number 1. So get weighed in with a trainer, and if you're not doing it, why aren't you doing it? So number 2, calories in versus calories out. You cannot ignore this. You cannot ignore. So for the people that are telling me that they're doing everything they can, and I say to them, okay, well, show me your last 7 days of nutrition tracking. Oh, well, I haven't been tracking my nutrition. Okay, well, how many calories you're having? I'm having 1,700. Okay, so why are you having 1,700? Oh, that's because what's my friend's having. Well, that's bullshit, because your calories meant to be having are worked upon your age, your weight, your size, your activity level. So if you've got all them exactly the same as your friend, then you can have the same calories, but otherwise you're different. I was only not so long ago, I spoke to a girl who was not really producing any results, was working relatively hard, and she said she was having 1,700 calories, ironically, and I told her to go away and go and work them out properly. So anyway, she was meant to be having 1,400 calories, so she was actually eating 300 more every single day. So that's probably why she weren't producing a result. So calories in versus calories out. So it doesn't matter how good your food is. So if you have chicken and veg for every single meal, and you're meant to be on a 2,000 calorie diet, now if you're eating 2,500 calories every day of chicken and veg, doesn't matter how good it is, you are 500 over what you should be. So you will not lose weight, fat, whatever you want to call it, you will not lose it. Okay? We have to be in a calorie deficit. So firstly, you need to know. You need to know, how many calories am I allowed? How many am I allowed? Because it's easy to just blag it and guess. Just take some time and work it out. Calories in versus calories out. That's usually people's biggest problem. And I would use MyFitnessPal or a trainer to help you work this out. Okay, a trainer will be more specific than MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is a bit more generic, but it'll be a very good base for you. Okay. So calories in versus calories out. Can you tell me right now how many calories you are eating per day versus how many you're actually allowed? Because like I said, you can overeat on good stuff just as much as you can overeat on shit. Okay, so we've got accountability. Next we've got calories. So that's calories in versus calories out. How many I'm meant to be having versus how many am I having. So I'd write up a mock day. What do I normally have? And don't miss out on anything, because everything counts. So drinks, sauces, sugars in your tea, whatever it may be, everything counts because it all goes in. Okay, so work it out, write out a day, and then work out how many you should be having and see where you're relatively at. Because like I said, that will probably be the solution to a lot of our problems. So calories in versus calories out. Number 3, quality of food. Okay, so as much as calories in versus calories out counts, we also need to look at 2 things. Quality. So number 1, actual food. Number 2, macros. Okay, so actual food, guys. So if you had 2 people, one person was eating 1,500 calories and the other person was eating 1,500 calories, but one of them was eating 1,500 calories of chocolate every day and the other one was eating 1,500 calories of chicken and veg every day, they would look different. They would look, along with the health benefits, they would look different. So you need to actually have a quality of food to get the vitamins, minerals, nutrients, all that malarkey. You need to have the best quality food, because if you're like me, when I eat shit, I feel shit. When I eat shit, I feel like shit, and I always regret it. But do you know what? I never, ever, ever regret eating good foods. Never regret it. I always regret boozing or eating shit. Always. So is my food made up of good quality foods? Fruits, veg, protein, so meats. So, and also you've got macros. So these are your carbs. I spelled that wrong. Carbs, protein, and fats. So this might sound complicated, guys, but this is just telling you to eat proper foods and your macros. So it does matter. So carbs, okay? Carbs aren't the devil, guys. You can eat carbs. It is allowed, okay? So we aim for our clients to eat 50% carbs. Protein, we aim for 30%, and fats, we aim for 20%. See, the average person nowadays, the carbohydrate volume is around about 70%. 70%. So we're dropping the carbs to 50%, and protein 30%, fats 20%. So if you can get your targets close to that. So you're not going to know this unless you use something like MyFitnessPal. So quality does matter, okay? Because if you are overweight, you'll probably be carb sensitive. So you can't be blasting out carbs, loads and loads and loads of them. You need to have a balanced diet. We've heard that over and over again. How do you know you have a balanced diet if you don't track it? Okay, number 4, environment. You need to go and put yourself in a place like Live Life Light where people are successful. You need to find a gym or a boot camp or a trainer that's producing the result that you want, and go there. Don't go to a place that isn't producing the result that you want. Because the good thing about joining a gym, and as scary as it may seem and as judgmental as you think it may be, the people in there all want the same thing. All they want, everyone wants to be leaner, lighter, fitter and stronger. Everybody wants it. So you're putting yourself in an environment and you're surrounding yourself with people who are trying to be productive to improve their life. So if you hang around with them type of people, then it's going to boost your chances of being successful. Because like I said, your friends outside of the gym might have different mindset, and they might be negative towards exercise, negative towards eating well. But when you're in a gym environment and making friends there, most of the people there are all for exercising and they'll do loads of shit with you, and they're all for eating healthy and give you ideas. So environment, guys, you need to go to a place that is producing the results that you want. So if it's weight loss and you're in the Denbighshire area, then there's no better gym than our own gym, Live Life Light, because we produce results. We have pure evidence to tell you that. What we do works, but it'll only work if you do it and if you listen to it. So environment, okay? You need to go to that place that's producing the results. Don't hide away from there. Number 5, support. Support, okay? As much as we think we can take on the world on our own, we can't. As much as we think we can take on the world on our own and do everything on our own, we can't. We need support. We need help. So again, putting yourself in an environment where the trainers are going to help you, where other clients are going to help you. So that's the vital importance of joining the gym, in the fact that there'll be people there that will go through the same stuff as you are and that will support and help you. What is your support system? So what's your support system like at home, at work, with your friends, with your family, with your partner? What's your support system like? What's it like at home? Is it an issue every time you go to exercise? Or does your partner encourage you and try and make you eat healthily? In work, do all your colleagues make you feel like a freak because you exercise, or you're bringing in your own food, or you don't want to join in Junk Friday? Your friends, do they make you feel awkward that you are spending time in the gym and not with them, or you're not going out boozing every weekend anymore because unfortunately you've grown up a little bit and you want more from life, and now taking priority of your body has become more important than boozing? Family, are they supportive? Do they help you with things like, if you're a parent, do they help you with like looking after the kids so you can go to the gym? And your partner's your biggie, guys. Partner's your biggie. Are they supportive? Do they help you or hurt you? And you know what I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Are they the type of person that's helping you get closer to your goals? Because what I would do is, if I have a goal, so if it was to lose weight, I would sit my partner down, I'd sit everyone down and say, listen, this is the plan, this is what I want to do, this is why I want to do it, because I want to improve my confidence, because I'm feeling a little bit low, I feel like my body's holding me back, and what I want is, I don't want your arsey comments, I don't want to feel like you're singling me out, I don't want to feel like I'm a burden on everyone, I just want support, because there's going to be times when I'm feeling low, there's going to be times when I'm struggling, there's going to be times where I won't want to do the exercise, and a little word from people that are around me to help me is going to help me through this journey, because it's not fucking easy. Weight loss is really, 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 really hard. Transforming your body is really, really, really hard, and the last thing you need is having no support. So think about your support system, guys. Have you got it? Because if you haven't got it, are they really your friends? Does your partner really want the best for you? Is your family really supportive? Do you know what I mean? You need to speak to them and have the courage to speak up and say, this is what I want, this is why I want it, and I need support. I need it. Number 6, obstacles. So, what you need to do before you even start trying to lose weight is look back. Look back in anger. So, look back. So, I know a lot of people say to you, look forward, forget the past, and that is bullshit. It's bullshit. Because you need to look back. You need to find out what didn't work, why it didn't work, what happened to stop my progress, so I know X, Y and Z happened, so how am I going to deal with it? Deal with it in the future. So whatever obstacles come up, whether it's something to do with you sabotaging yourself in your own mind, whether it be to do with your partner, your family, whatever it may be, look back at previous attempts to lose weight and get fitter and stronger, or join the gym, whatever it may be. Why did you quit last time? We'll call stopping quitting. Why did you quit? What happened? Okay, so when people start, they're all motivated and they're ready and they're attending the gym, going on a diet. At what point did it get that hard that you had to stop? Because at some point it was okay to make the time, attend the gym and do the food and eat correctly. So at what point did it get so tough that you had to stop? Was it the fact that you couldn't act in spite of your thoughts, feelings, moods and results? So when I say results, I mean when you have a bad result, is it dummy out of the pram, I'm not doing it anymore, it doesn't work for me, I'm going to go and see the doctor, it must be my thyroid, I've been on Google and it says I think I've got thyroid problems. Come on guys. A very, 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 very minute amount of people have these type of problems, and nothing is that much of a problem that you can't control what goes in your mouth. Yeah, because 70% of results come from nutrition, 30% of your results will come from exercise. So if you just remember, those cakes don't get in your mouth by accident. They don't just jump in by accident, and you don't chew by accident, and you don't swallow by accident. Okay? Everything's within your control. So even if you can't exercise, you can look after your nutrition. You can always look after your nutrition. Even if you have got things wrong with you, you can always look after your nutrition. And you can always make some improvements. So look at your obstacles, see what happened, why did you quit last time, what made you stop, and how are you going to cope with it in future? How are you going to cope? Number 7, start a diary. So by this I mean you are going to look in your diary. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you are going to tick which days you're going to exercise and what times you're going to do it, and you are going to book the shit out of them. So now it's not, oh, when can I exercise this week? It's, these are the days I'm going to exercise, irrelevant of anything else, because I'm now prioritising myself. And a good way to do this is sit down at a table with your partner and talk. I don't know what that is. And talk together, because remember, if you've got support from your partner, you're halfway there to becoming successful. You're halfway there if you've got support, but most of us haven't got support. See, what happens is when we've got one half of the relationship trying to change their body, improve their mindset, get leaner, lighter, fitter and stronger, and all of a sudden they start doing new things, making new friends, then this other partner starts to feel a little bit left out, a little bit jealous maybe. So no wonder a bit of a friction happens, and all of a sudden you're not allowed they don't want you to go to the gym anymore, they want you to go back to the old you, when unfortunately you don't want to be that old you anymore. You want to be a better version of you. So that's when it comes to a head. And like I said, the good thing about joining the gym is you meet people that are going to want more for you, and always want, they're not going to put a cap on your potential, they're going to want you to do more and more and more and achieve better things because they can see that you're capable of it. But when you hang around, sometimes your friends and your partner, because they don't have the same aspirations as you, they're kind of happy, or they say they're happy where they're at, well, and they're usually not. They start seeing this change in you, and they start saying you're obsessed with the gym, it's not normal, all this type of bullshit. But what it does is it puts a spotlight on your partner or your friends of their inactivity and the fact that they're not moving forward and they're not really progressing in their life. So they want you to stop, so then it takes the spotlight off them. So sitting down with your partner and discussing before you start, what days can I do, what times can I do, can we work it together, is always a great way of planning and prepping. Or with your family members, your friends, whatever it may be, whatever your situation is with your life, always plan and prep. So start a diary. So this is when I'm going to do it. Book them in. Use it as an appointment. Number 8, exercise plans. Ooh. So what I want you to do is I want you to go and speak to a trainer or a client who've got the fucking result that you want. So if you know someone that's produced the result that you want, a client, for example, so someone who's lost loads and loads of weight, go and speak to them, because obviously whatever they're doing is working. Then what I would suggest you do is you speak to that client, get the info and what they're doing, then go to a trainer with that same info and say, right, I've spoken to this client, this is what they're doing, X, Y and Z, do you think it's suitable for me? And then they'll advise you. But you can't ignore people that are producing results, because obviously at some level they are doing some work that's producing. So whether it's with weight loss, increase in fitness, whatever, speak to the people that have got the results, and whatever the trainer asks you to do, take away your thoughts, take away your feelings, take away your moods, just fucking do it. Whatever they ask you to do, just do it to the best of your ability and as consistent as possible. Because remember, discipline and consistency are the ones that are going to produce the best results for you. Okay, so exercise plans, don't overcomplicate things. Just find something that you can do consistently, and what I'd suggest is every 3 to 4 weeks change it up. So either change the machines, change the classes, change your intensity, do something different. Okay, change it up a little bit, because otherwise your body will adapt and your results will slow down. And it's not that you're plateauing, it's just your body's now not getting shocked by what you're doing, so you just need to change it up. Okay, you can always change it up. So like I said, it could be different exercises, could be higher weights, it could be longer exercise sessions, it could be more intense exercise sessions, whatever it may be. But speak to a trainer, get an exercise plan. And number 9, plan B. So if shit hits the fan, and you can't make the gym for whatever reason, or your training partner's let you down, or your class has been cancelled, what are you going to do in case plans don't go to perfection? What are you going to do? You need to have a plan. Okay, so it could be like, okay, I'm going to go for a run from my house around a certain way, which is half an hour, and that's going to be my workout if I can't attend the gym. Or I've got kids, I can't really leave the house, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a home workout. So I'm going to do a fitness DVD, or I'm going to set up my own little regime. And because you've spoken to your partner, it's not really an issue of you doing something in the house, because you've got the support and people should want to help you. But if shit hits the fan, like I said, I always talk about just focus on plan A, but you've got to have a plan B in mind, just in case something doesn't go right. Because if your training partner doesn't attend the gym and you're already set to go in, and you don't end up going, that's demotivating. So you need to stay consistent, you need to keep the wheel turning. So attending 4, 5, 6 times a week. Okay, so the more you can do it, because like I said, exercise makes you feel good. So whether it's a high intensity, low intensity, whatever it may be, it just makes you feel good and burns a lot of calories. And like I said, I'm one of those people, when I exercise, I don't really want to eat bad because I feel like I'm wasting my exercise. So when I exercise, I always eat better. When I'm not exercising or I'm injured, my diet's never as good. So that's the important thing about exercise, and obviously surrounding yourself with positive people. So they're the 9 things. Accountability, calories in versus calories out, quality of foods, the environment that you're going to put yourself in, have you got the support network, what sort of obstacles that have come up in the past, starting a diary, get it booked in, maybe put an event in there to keep you focused, exercise plan, speak to a trainer or ex-client or other clients that have produced the result that you want, and plan B. Always have a plan B, because not always does life go perfectly and everything on time, and work finish on time, and traffic, and your kids being ill, whatever it may be. You need a plan B. So hopefully these 9 things, like I said, they're in the order of how I would prioritize my weight loss. But I'm not you and you're not me, but these are golden rules that you should follow. And like I said, always get feedback. Always get feedback, because you need to know through the scales, through measurements, through pictures, is what you're doing working? is what you're doing actually working and getting you closer to the results that you say that you want? Because if it is, great, continue. If it's not, fucking stop and do something else. So like I said, hopefully this has helped you, and if you're joining in on my One Stone April challenge, great. I look forward to seeing you on Friday for your initial weigh-in. If not, and you're just aiming to lose some weight or get fitter and stronger, all these will apply to you anyway. So good luck, and like I said, don't continue doing something if it's not currently working, because that would be fucking stupid.